Think about a student who studies for hours day and night, filling their head with facts. But when the big exam comes, their mind goes completely blank. It's like the information was never even there. At the same time, students in Japan learn and remember more than 2,000 complex kanji characters for their entire lives. This isn't because they are smarter or have a special gift for memory. They have simply learned how to beat what scientists call the forgetting curve. Here's how it works. Our brains are naturally wired to start forgetting new information within just 24 hours. It happens automatically. The brain treats new facts like temporary visitors unless we give it a good reason to let them stay. Japanese students use 5 special methods that work with the brain, not against it, to make memory stronger. The first technique comes from old samurai training. Most students study as if their memory is a box they just need to fill up. They read their notes over and over, highlight sentences, and review the same material again and again. All this information is going in, but they never practice the most important part, pulling that information back out. They focus only on input, not on output. A long time ago in Japan, young samurai warriors went on a journey called Musha Shugyo. They would leave home and travel to different towns to face new opponents and challenges. During a fight, they had no teacher to remind them what to do. They had to remember their training on their own and apply it to survive. This is the main idea behind active recall, forcing your mind to pull out information instead of just looking at it again. When you force your brain to remember something without looking at your notes, there's a small struggle. Tiny signals in your brain search for the answer. The more you do this, the stronger the connections for that memory become. In practice, this means closing your book and writing down everything you can remember on a blank page. Or you could ask a friend to quiz you. It feels hard at first, and you might get frustrated. But that struggle is the most powerful way to learn. This is the difference between an average student and a great one. Most schools teach you what to learn, but this method teaches you how to remember it. But what happens when you have too much to remember? For this, Japanese education uses something called the Kumon Method. This method is so good that you can find Kumon learning centers all over the world today. The idea is simple. Learn in very small, easy steps. Instead of trying to learn 10 chapters at once, you focus on mastering just one small topic at a time. Students at Kumon often start at a very easy level. Then the challenge slowly increases just a little bit each day. This prevents the mind from getting overwhelmed, and the things you learn really stick. This is why students who use the Kumon method remember things for a long time and understand them well. Think of it like this. If you improve by just 1% every day, you will be 37 times better after a year. The Kumon method uses this same idea of small wins to achieve big results. It requires patience. It might take a full week to finish one chapter by focusing on one topic a day. But what you learn in that week will be remembered for years, not just for days. Now, even after you learn something in small steps, a new problem comes up. If you never look at that information again, the memory will slowly fade away, like an old photograph losing its color. Japanese students solve this with a technique that works like gardening. You wouldn't give a plant a whole bucket of water at once. A plant needs a little bit of water every few days. Memory is the same way. It needs small reminders at the right times. Scientists call this spaced repetition. Here's how to do it. Review what you learned today for 5 minutes before you go to sleep. Then review it again after 3 days. Then look at it again after 1 week. And finally, after 1 month. Every time you review something after a break, the memory gets stronger and harder to forget. This simple schedule can make your knowledge 3 times stronger. Studies show that when you do this, the forgetting curve flattens out, and you remember the information for much, much longer. Students also have to switch between different subjects. There is a smart way to do this called interleaved practice. Imagine an athlete who only trains their arm muscles every single day. Their body would become unbalanced. But if they mix in running, push-ups, and squats, their whole body gets strong. Studying works the same way. Now, this is different from multitasking, which is trying to do 2 things at once, like studying while scrolling on your phone. Interleaved practice means you study one thing at a time, but you switch subjects in short blocks. For example, you could study math for 25 minutes, then switch to physics for 25 minutes, and then read history for 25 minutes. When you do this, your brain gets better at switching gears and remembering information in different situations. This flexibility is really helpful during an exam where questions can come in any order. The fifth and final technique is maybe the most powerful. It comes from the Japanese tradition of the sensei or teacher. The idea is that whatever you learn, you should teach it to someone else. This isn't just about sharing knowledge. It's one of the best ways to learn. When you explain something to another person, your own understanding becomes twice as strong. Think about it. A teacher can explain a formula without even thinking because they have taught it so many times. Scientists have a name for this. They call it the Protégé Effect. When you get ready to teach something, you naturally organize the ideas and simplify them. In that process, the information becomes locked in your own mind. You can start today. Explain what you learned to a friend, or you can record yourself talking as if you are teaching a class. If you find a part where you get stuck or confused, you know exactly what you need to review. These 5 techniques aren't just separate tricks. They work together as a full system. Active recall trains your brain to find information. The Kumon Method keeps you from feeling overwhelmed. Spaced repetition fights forgetting over time. Interleaved practice makes your mind flexible. And teaching it to others makes your understanding permanent. By using them together, you can turn a normal memory into a super memory. Not because of a special talent, but because you're training your brain the way it's meant to work. Thank you for watching.